Hey guys, what is up? Fade here, and today I have feedback day number 2, and today I wanted to mainly talk about controlling recoil. As you'll see in this video, or in the background, I do have some rush gameplay on Zavad using the ARX, and this is a great gun to start learning to control recoil, which is actually what I'm going to talk about, which is a training procedure, kind of quote unquote. And pretty much, if you want to start controlling recoil on like PS4, Xbox One, you want to start off with a gun that doesn't have very much recoil. So like the ARX or some other gun that has not very much. And you might be saying, well, I'm wanting to control like the AEK or something. Well, the thing about that is it's going to take a little bit more practice. And if you're just starting out, or if you're just wanting to get perfect recoil control, you want to start slow and move your way up. So I'd recommend like starting off with the AEK or the ARX, or maybe the SAR-21 if you're really bad, and then just find the dead zone on your controller, and that's pretty much where it's gonna start off. Because if you don't know the dead zone of your controller, then it's gonna be a little bit harder. And I use Control Freak, so I actually get like a maybe 3/4 of a centimeter dead zone to a full centimeter. It's not that bad. It's like doable, but it's like, I don't know. So you want to make sure you find the dead zone, and that means like going into the test range and kind of like just going left and right, finding where it starts. And I forgot to skip this test. So yeah, just find the dead zone area and where it stops, or where you start looking around, and you want to do the same thing with it down. And then once you start doing that, you want to aim in, and you just kind of want to go into the test range and kind of like train for a little while, like control recoil, do all that stuff. And overall, this should help a lot if you do it before you start playing. But then go and make sure you're controlling the recoil in the test range with the ARX or something. And then once you start doing that, once you get the good feeling for it, go into an online game and just go at it. And if you saw right there, my sight was like staying in a dead spot, which is actually what I'm trying to go for here. And obviously if you can control recoil, not only can you use close range combat, but you can also use medium and long, which if you don't know how to control recoil, and maybe you're like doing something where you have angled and a muzzle brake, unless you're into compensators and you want to control the side-to-side recoil, but that's more of like, for me, I would use a compensator if it's like an LMG. I don't want it to go left or right. But, you know, that's just me. You can do whatever. And I've seen people use the AEK with the muzzle brake and the angled, and that seems to work out pretty well. But the only problem about that is that you don't get your full, like, or you get increased bullet spread, kind of. So pretty much what that means is that there's more bullets in like a spread out pattern if you're not tap firing, which might actually be something you want to do. And if you do want to tap fire, maybe you're that kind of person, then go on to, or use an angle grip, and then go into the test range and try that out for a while. And then once you're used to it and maybe you don't want to do that anymore, switch over to a stubby grip. And if you use that with the muzzle brake, you can kind of get rid of some of that muzzle, or some of the bullet spread, which will help a lot in getting long range targets. Of course, angle grip is still helpful for some guns like the AK or the FAMAS, but those are more the top weapons. And I'd never use the muzzle brake or compensator unless, of course, LMG, which I'd use the compensator. But, you know, that's just me. You're you. You're your own self. You can think for yourself. I don't control you. But, yeah. So, pretty much, you're just going to start the awesome part where it's going to show exactly what I'm talking about. But, pretty much, just go into the test range and try it out. And if you get good, go into an online game, and that should help a lot. It helped me, and obviously I am a seasoned player. I have 840 or so hours, put into Battlefield 4 on PS4, and I pretty much have I have all 500 kills, close to 1,000 with a lot of them, but mainly assault rifles. I have all 500, and I have a lot of guns that have 500. So I've gotten a chance to use all of the assault rifles, and if you want to see more how to use it, just like bring back that trend or that stuff, I can bring it. Here I'm making use of tap fire, which is actually something which you might want to do if you're trying to get somebody at a little bit longer range. Maybe burst fire, not tap fire. Because then if you go full auto at that kind of range, you will kill them, but it might take the full mag, and if their legs are peeking out like that, you really want to burst fire, because then the bullet spread will actually not go out into the big cone, which normally goes on. So if you want that not to happen, mainly try burst firing. It's going to get hard to used to if you're used to just full autoing, but once you do get used to it, it's really worth it, and I'd recommend doing it any day. And also, make sure you have a good secondary, because I ran out of ammo here and I couldn't really get anybody at long range. If I had my deagle, which I normally have, then I could have got him. But yeah, so also see how I'm doing that here. Burst fire is a little bit more harder to control. I'm not exactly used to it in the same way, but so I think I'm going to be done here. We have about a minute, so yeah. If you see it in my other videos, you'll know that I'm trying to do a feedback week. And I think I'm gonna raise it to 2 weeks, and that I love when I was trying to flunk. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and raise it to 2 weeks and see how that works out. And my goal is 50 views in all my videos these next 2 weeks. At least 5 likes and 2 to 3 comments would be awesome. If we could reach this goal, it would mean the absolute world to me. I've been wanting to YouTube forever, and I just really want to see the likes and comments that all these big YouTubers get. It's always been my dream to start doing YouTube, and it would be awesome if I could get this goal. So please, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment, leave a like, and I guess I'll see you later. Also, share to your friends so that they can see it. Guess I'll see you guys later. Phase out.